One of the good things about social media is you get to see the best of humanity. You get to see the humour, you get to see the compassion, the kindness. Unfortunately, you also get to see the worst of humanity, whether it's aggression, insulting, and more than likely, especially lately, the blatant stupidity of some people. Now, by some people, you could probably guess who I mean. Yep, Trump supporters. It doesn't matter what you say to them, they will never believe it unless it's come from Trump's mouth, which is ironic given as the guy is the biggest liar on the planet, closely followed by J.D. Vance. What a team, eh? Now, take for example, it's all over the media today, the tariff situation. Because Trump came out in an earlier video, an earlier post, stood at his little podium and said that the tariffs were on the countries, not the goods, and therefore not on the people of America. They believe it. That's not the case. Tariffs are not on countries, they are on goods. Look it up, Google it, fact check everything that comes out of that guy's gob. You need to, you should be. The guy wouldn't know truth if it came up and punched him in the mush. So let's explain tariffs in simple layman's terms. If you were buying a $1,000 computer from China right now, the price will jump up to $1,200. Why? Because there's a 20% tariff now being levied on goods from China. So basically that $1,000 computer lands in America from the supplier who's buying it, the importer in this case. They will then have to pay the tariff to get it released from customs to then sell to you. Now think about it. That's just one item. How many items are they importing, and therefore how many extra costs are they now incurring? Because let's be honest, they're not going to incur those costs themselves. They are going to pass them on to you, the consumer. So ultimately it is you, Americans, that are going to suffer the increased costs. And why, oh why, can MAGA fans not bloody well understand this? I get Trump hasn't spoon-fed this to you, and clearly he needs to. But he's not going to, because that would involve telling the truth, and that is something Trump just does not do. Now, I'm at pains with this. I don't get how you can't see through his lies. The beauty of having Google, the internet, is that you can check up everything that's said. I mean, this guy, every time he opens his mouth, a lie just plops out. And yet you still take it in. You believe everything the guy says. And if it's not him, it's his little bum buddy, J.D. Vance. Now, this is a guy who said, not so long back, that he would never work under Trump, could never see the day. Yet now, he's got his tongue so far up Trump's arsehole, he can taste Putin coming the other way. The pair of them just outright lie, and far too many of you take it all in. It's mind-numbing. I mean, his first term was full of lies. Then, when he didn't get elected for a second, more lies that caused riots. Yet, MAGA people still take everything for granted that he says. At the end of the day, he's taking us all for mugs. Absolute fools. And sadly, there's not enough Americans see that. MAGA. Make America great again. Make Americans gullible again.